So I like to start with my eye makeup and don't do any foundation first because I actually like to use foundation to clean out the fallout and whatnot. First thing, you want to take black pencil liner. This one is literally terrible right now. What you want to do is tight line, so basically like shove it in the line of your eyelashes. Okay. You want to just get this color on your waterline. You're going to want to just follow your lash line. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a white shimmery eyeshadow, and I'll have brands later for this. And I like to use my finger first and then a brush. Then I like to put this right here and kind of bring it out down the lid. So you're basically kind of putting it all over that inner corner of the eye right there. That inner V, and take it to about halfway down the lid. Just like that. So it covers to about here where the thick of my, like most of my bottom lashes start. So about half an inch this way, and then the top goes to about halfway down my lash line. And then I take a brush. I use like this thicker eyeshadow brush for this. We're going to cover half of our lid with that. So now we pretty much have shiver all over the place. And we're going to take this dark brown color. This is actually what we're going to end up using for Parade. It's Maybelline. It's just the one single one. It's called 195S in Nutmeg. Basically any high pigment brown is going to work for this, but I like Maybelline just because it looks really good. Put that on, put a lot of it, and at first what you're going to want to do is literally dab it on as opposed to brush it on. You want to brush it over the other half. So you did one half in the shiny bit, and now you just want to put this all over the other half of the lid. Alright, because we're going to end up blending it out, and it's like going to look a lot lighter. So blending brushes are just regular brushes. You can just do this with your finger, but I like to use a brush for this. And blending brushes just have a lot more bristles. They're a lot fluffier than the eyeliner brush. If you can see the difference, this one's a lot tighter and stiffer, and this one is a little bit more free. And so what I'm going to do with this is soften the edges out. So you're going to want to blend this out like literally all over the bottom of your brow bone, in your crease. Blend the shiny on your lid into this color. So you have all the light on the first half right here, and then it goes out, and the brown is all over here. It pretty much lines the bottom of your brow bone, your crease, a little bit outside the end of your eye, and all over the latter half of your lid. So you're going to take liquid liner. If you're really, really good with liquid liner, you can use just your basic liquid liner that has a brush here. I suggest, and what we're going to do, I think for this, is use it's basically a marker for your eyelids, and it's called Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen, and what this is literally a felt tip marker, like a Sharpie. You just pretty much just like draw on your eyes, yeah. This is different if you have a monolid, or what's called a monolid, which tend to be people from East Asia tend to have monolids. My lid, it goes in, it's not flat, it actually has like more of a socket sort of deal. And for that reason, I'm gonna do a different line than you would do if you have a monolid. If you have a monolid, your line's gonna be a whole lot thicker, so that way when you open your eyes, you can actually see the line. For a monolid, you're going to want to actually take it up and make a shape that kind of looks like that. So what I'm going to do is actually take this and make a really thin line in here, and just line my lash line here nice and thin. And you're going to want to start pretty close to the inner corner of your eye, a couple millimeters away from the very corner here. This is a eyeliner technique I like to call feathering, because you're basically creating a feathered look on the outside of your eye. So you're going to take your eyeliner, start about here, it's about a 1/4 inch up from the very end of your lash line. You're going to draw pretty much straight towards the end of your eyebrow. My eyebrows look terrible right now, but you're going to find the end of your eyebrow, pretty much go down there and follow that line right there. So we're going to draw a line just like that. Now this is kind of going to be the end of your eyeliner, so we just drew a straight line, and so that's what we're going to use to start and then build back in. So we're drawing lots of little tiny lines. So I'm basically going to go down like this. What this does is actually fakes fake lashes. You're basically drawing eyelashes on yourself. And it sounds crazy. It sounds like it won't work, but it does. You pretty much want to see how long your lashes are. I have pretty long lashes, so I can go pretty high. And so I can actually go like a full 1/4 inch above the end of my lash line. But if you have a lot shorter lashes, you're going to want to do this a lot smaller. If you have freakish eyelashes like that one guy from NSYNC, you're going to want to do like even bigger. So you're going to take the original brush that you had here, that nice eyeliner brush, get your shimmer color on it, and you're going to like literally put it on your brow bone up here. So literally right underneath your eyebrow. You'd start from the halfway through your eyebrow and go out and put that shimmer right there. It lightens the top of your eye while you have the brown in the crease and this. So basically you're creating the look of larger eyes. Now you're going to want to take your mascara. So you want to swirl it around before you get it out and get it nice and out. And then you're literally just going to load this onto your eye. Like I'm talking like 8-layer dip here. And keep going. You're going to line your bottom lashes in the same fashion. Videos. So now what we're going to want to do is I like to take makeup remover. And I have tissues today, but you can just use cotton pads or Q-tips or whatever. And I take some, or like those wipes. I have a lot of what's called fallout, which is basically where a bunch of eyeshadow gets on your cheek. And I'll actually come to school and people tell me I have sparkles all over my face, and I'm like, oops. So I like to take this nice makeup remover and then clean up all that fallout here. So after this, you're just going to go ahead and put on your foundation. You can do liquid, powder, whatever, both, whatever you want to do. And then after that, you're going to take your red lipstick. Now, there's lots of different shades of red lipstick. The one we have in our kit you can use, that's what's called a true red, so it's just red. If you have a really pale skin like me with pink undertones, which is what most basically Anglo-Saxon Caucasian people have, you're going to want to use a red like this that's a little more pinkish in color. People with dark skin, like African Americans, Middle Easterns, Indian people, are going to want to use a red that has more of an orangey tint, so an orange red. And then people from East Asia or with yellow undertones in their skin, which tends to be people from East Asia and the islands basically, you want to use a lipstick, a true red, like what we have for garden. So I use this one. It's called Rose Wine. That's it! Yay! Okay. Okay. Get a close up of my eyeball.